Dr. Irene. I'm really getting tired of pandemic eating, not making the videos, but dealing with the fact that we can't go out to eat because we're still following all the safety guidelines. I decided for a break I would try some new convenience foods. I'm a real foodie and love to try new things. So let me go ahead and introduce you to the newest thing I found at the grocery store. It's made by Gardein, and I picked up the vegan dinner, the chicken Florentine dinner. What attracted it to me is searching for some convenience foods that were healthy as well. It is about 15 grams of protein, which is impressive. It's about equivalent to 2 ounces of meat per serving for about 290 calories. The fat content's about 10 grams, which is equivalent to about 2 teaspoons of some type of oil within the product. And it's not bad at all, considering for 290 calories, most of your quote diet meals are made to be about that much. The instructions seem simple enough. I'm supposed to just defrost the sauce packet, which is hard as a rock, in some warm water for about 6 minutes. And then in my 10-inch skillet, which I have right here, I'm supposed to put a little bit of oil, and they say approximately a tablespoon, and empty the contents into the skillet. Half the time I don't even bother with the oil. I cook it then covered with a fitted lid for 5 minutes. I am putting the 1 tablespoon of oil in. Since we're evaluating the product, I feel like I should follow the recommended instructions. I've been using grapeseed oil recently as an experimentation. I read about the high melting point, the fact that it does not smoke easily, which is often a very good characteristic of an oil, and it has some flavonoids in, which are particularly healthy. So I'm giving it a try, and when I smell the oil, really, it just smells like any other oil, pretty bland. It's not like a full-bodied olive oil where you can sometimes pick up distinct flavors, but olive oil can have a lower smoking point in that you can't always use it to saute. So again, I'm going to add the 1 tablespoon of oil, and in the meantime, I'm also just soaking the sauce packet in some water so that it can defrost. So I put the 1 tablespoon of oil over high heat. Then I put the ingredients in, putting a tight-fitting lid for 5 minutes. To occasionally stir to prevent burning. It says then to add the sauce. Over medium heat. I'm not used to an electric stove, but I'm trying to get used to the fact that I keep making it too hot. And you just saute it for another 2 to 3 minutes. In my case, 6 minutes was not enough in the hot water to melt the sauce, but it will melt soon in the pan. I plated it so you can see what 1 serving looks like. It gave an ample serving, and I would of course add a salad. My husband thought that it didn't of course taste totally like chicken, but he would find it an acceptable substitute. And for myself, I thought it was just a delightful change to have a fast dinner. It was a little peppery for me, but I still loved it enough to do it again. By the time dinner was finished, I realized perhaps I made you think my husband would accept this as his only item for dinner. That did not work. He had a stuffed cabbage that did contain meat because this is only 290 calories, and he just finished walking 5 miles. I just think it was not quite enough for an entire meal for him. So adding more sides might help. Bon appetit!